Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is me, Udik James Moktan, alongside Fido Serchan, and we are back for the Champions League, right? This is going to be the second leg, and second leg, you know it. It's always the interesting one because now we will be moving towards the next round of the competition. So there are going to be some few tears, there are going to be some few laughter. We don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be interesting. But first of all, before we predict, let's see the results of the first leg, right? Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid, that game ended up in 1-1, whereas Man City, uh, Paris Saint-Germain won the game 1-0, whereas Man City thrashed Sporting CP 5-0. Liverpool defeated Inter 2-0, and a shocking result away at Bayern Munich tying to Salzburg, which was the shocker of the first leg. And Villarreal and Juventus, it was a good game, 1-1. Dusan Vlahovic on fire. He did score the goal as well. Probably the fastest goal of this UCL season, right? Chelsea beat Lille 2-0. Man United, Atletico Madrid tied 1-1. And Benfica and Ajax also tied 2-2. So the results are for me, it's the only game, the game of Salzburg and Bayern Munich, which was a little bit shocking. Whereas the others went pretty much the way we thought, right? But of course, we did expect, I think you expected Ajax to win against Benfica, but they ended up tying. That was your prediction too. But yeah, now moving on to the second leg. Let's see, what's your view on it so far?
Yeah, there's obviously a lot of games that are still, any team can win, right? Like you said, Bayern Munich tied. Hey, you never know, could be an upset.
Yeah.
Manchester United tied. Atletico, thankfully for Elanga, who came in, saved the day. Even teams like Chelsea, who did win the first leg, you just don't know what's gonna happen second leg anymore. Now that threat of the away goals is no longer in place. So now it's just whoever scores and wins in a has like a crappy team or an underdog just needs a really good game. So one game can decide, right? Like Chelsea won by 2 goals the first leg, right? Like all you need is like Lille just come out and win 3-0, like a crazy upset. That's over, right? There's no more away goal rules. So, like I said, Juventus also tied Villarreal, so that's anyone's game there, right? There's no longer that away goal scare factor. If Villarreal wins 1-0, they win 1-0. They advance. So it's gonna be a really fun second leg because almost every team really is, other than I guess the Man City Sporting, like Man City's can advance pretty easily. Other than everyone is, any team can win. That's the magic of the CL this year. So I'm excited about that. We'll see what happens.
Yes, and for me, what I think is we can't really judge the teams by looking at what they're doing in the league, because Champions League is a complete different environment, right? So we can't really say, oh, this team is seventh in the league, so they're not winning at the Champions League. But sometimes we never know that, the energy comes out of nowhere. So Champions League, that is what Champions League is all about. That is why we love the competition so much. So yes, we're excited for this, and let's head to our predictions, right? Okay, Bayern Munich and Salzburg. Salzburg did become the better side in the last game by tying the game 1-1, which was a shocker for both of us, for most of us. What do you reckon for the second leg?
Yeah, Salzburg gave a good run in the first leg, tying. That was a pretty good result for them. But ultimately, Bayern Munich just is a much stronger squad. Obviously, the lineup, even their bench, really could really beat Salzburg if they wanted to.
Yes.
If Bayern just played their bench, but Lewandowski, he's gonna come through. I have faith. It's not gonna be a high scoring game. I think it's gonna be like a 2-0 win for Bayern Munich, and then they're gonna advance to the next round.
Okay, I'm going for quite the opposite, because you went for a low scoring game, right? whereas I'm going for a 5-goal thriller between Salzburg and Bayern Munich, which ultimately Bayern Munich wins it. But I think it's going to be a game where, there are games where the team scores a lot of goals first. It pretty much looks one-sided, but towards the end, this other team tries to get it back. I think that happened in the Watford game against was that Arsenal, right? They almost tied the game. It was 3-2. I'm going for a Bayern Munich win 3-2. I think Bayern Munich will score 3 goals very fast, like in the first half, 3-0 or something like that. And then Salzburg might try to come back, but it will just not be enough to beat Bayern Munich. So I'm going for a 3-2 win for Bayern Munich. I think Salzburg will give a good fight towards the second half. And I think Serge Gnabry is going to bag, I think, two goals over here. Yeah.
Good pick. Could
Okay.
happen.
Yeah. We never know. The next game, Liverpool versus Inter Milan. Now, Liverpool is on a 2-0 aggregate lead. They've been so good this season. I think probably the best team in the whole world after Man City. Man City and Liverpool has been on fire. They're the only teams that's giving a chase to Man City too in the EPL, right? So I don't know. Liverpool, Inter, they've been great. They're doing so good in the league. But as I said earlier, we cannot really judge a team by looking at their league in terms of Champions League, because you may never know. Inter might do something spectacular as well by making a comeback of 3-0, but I don't think that's happening. And I don't think Liverpool is winning either. I think Inter will improve their game prior to the first game they played in the first leg. I'm going with a 1-1 tie between Liverpool and Inter Milan, and I think Dzeko is going to get a goal.
Who's gonna get a goal?
Dzeko.
Dzeko. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Liverpool win 3-1.
Mhm.
They shouldn't have much trouble. I think they'll come out in a 3-0 lead, and then I guess Inter will get one back. I wish they played Sanchez the first leg. I think he was playing pretty well in the league as well. I think he came from off the bench if I remember properly.
Mm.
So I wish they played him from the start, maybe, because they had a chance to they had a good game last game, even though they lost. I thought they had some good chances and they just didn't capitalize on it. So then Liverpool took advantage
Yeah.
and kind of put the game away at the end there. So yeah, I mean, as much as I would love to see Inter Milan come back and upset Liverpool here, I just think Liverpool's in a really good form right now.
Mhm.
So I'm with a 3-1 win, and I see Sadio Mane scoring a goal here.
Okay. Man City and Sporting Lisbon. We already know. I think it's almost a guarantee already. 5-0 loss to Man City is just something that you cannot come back from, right? So, and they ain't winning either. I think Man City is gonna win again, but this time not a 5-0 or a 6-0 defeat. I think it'll just be a 2-0 victory for Man City. And Kevin De Bruyne is on fire, right? He scored twice in the last game against Man United as well in the derby. I think De Bruyne is going to score again. So I think De Bruyne is going to have a good game and he will score, with Man City ultimately winning 2-0.
I don't think these guys will even start. There's no reason for them to start being up
True.
that big of a lead.
Mhm.
Even but you might come off the bench and you might start. It doesn't really matter who plays, to be honest. Like,
Hey, come on, man! I'm a good player. Okay.
that's what I mean. I think you'll start. I think guys like Gundogan and those guys will get a chance to play, like Sivchenko.
Mhm.
Just the guys that that don't play much or are relegated from the bench. Jesus, these guys might come in. I know Mahrez starts sometimes off the bench sometimes, so I think he'll start as well. It's gonna be a 4-1 win, I think, for Man City. No
Mhm.
problem for them. I think Gundogan will score a goal or two.
Mhm.
He plays really well when he starts. So yeah, I don't see much problem here. 4-1 win for Man City.
There we have it then. The predictions for our second leg of round of 16. Things are spicing up, getting interesting. Let's see who advances to the next round. Okay, so there we have it. We will see you in our next predictions. Till then, stay safe, keep subscribing, and keep liking our channel. Peace.